Hello and welcome to the news brief for Friday, March the 4th. Thanks so much for tuning in. Happy Lent, everybody. We are in a new season and it's good to get rolling and start new objectives and conversions and all those things. It's great. Today, it was really nice. We went over to Garden Terrace and brought communion to many of the residents and anointed many of them there. It was really beautiful. We haven't been able to get back to Garden Terrace or to any of our homes really since the pandemic, and hopefully next month we'll be able to start up doing Mass there again. So it's a really beautiful ministry that we can do. And thanks to Martha Toddy, who is transitioning from liturgy director to ministry of care. It was really good to have her there and walking with and doing her beautiful work with ministering to, especially to the elderly. So what's happening here else at our parish? Well, lots, because this is the season that we roll out like everything, it feels like. So last week we had the opportunity to participate in the conversations about the synod, about how we are a listening church. Thanks to all who have already participated, who either spoke in a group or have filled out the online survey. The surveys are still available in the back of church. We invite you to fill those out or fill them out online and get those back to us by March 15th. We would love as many voices as possible. And then we will put that information together and figure out a way to summarize all that information and get that out to the parish eventually as well. This week, we also have the El Salvador Appeal, which is a great ministry that we have in El Buen Pastor parish there in El Salvador. And they are doing a appeal, as we do every year about this time, for the mission work that is there. So hopefully you can help out with the El Salvador Appeal this weekend. Also this weekend, we are starting up Stations of the Cross, and we'll be able to walk the stations again as we have in years past. And those are at 5:30 in English and then 7 o'clock in Spanish. And then the fish fry is this evening as well. So it's our first Lenten fish fry. We had one back in August, but it's our first Lenten fish fry since we closed things down in 2020. So it's really good to have that available. You can either come and take it to go or come and eat with community here at the fish fry. So I love Fridays during Lent. It's a beautiful time. Also, Lenten opportunities on Monday evenings, we will be opening up the church really for people just to come and pray. We had talked about doing like a soup and supper kind of thing, but we don't really have people ready to do that yet. So instead, we're just going to have time for quiet prayer and opening up the church for quiet prayer and reflection on Monday evenings. So come anytime from 5:30 and beyond. It's a chance to come and spend some time our church is so beautiful. And I hear this all the time when we have visitors or whoever. I love praying in our church. I think it's a very prayerful space, and I encourage you to come and spend some time in the quiet of the church during this Lenten season, Monday evenings. Wednesday evenings, we have the opportunity for confession. So normally we have confessions from 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock on Thursdays, as well as 3:30 to 4:30 on Saturdays. During Lent, we also have the opportunity from 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock every Wednesday during Lent. And really, that's the case at all Catholic churches in the diocese. All churches have the opportunity, supposedly, that's what we're supposed to be doing, that you can go to any Catholic church on a Wednesday evening at 6 p.m. and there will be confessions. And so we are participating in that as well. Hopefully you saw Deacon Marcos's appeal last week about this contemplative prayer project that begins this Wednesday. If you missed it, go check last week's GSN to get more information about that. Here is some more information about what that's going to be, but it's an introduction to contemplative prayer. Prayer, fasting, almsgiving. We should be growing in all of these things during Lent, and here is one of those Lenten prayer opportunities during Lent. It's also very exciting. This weekend we have donuts back. So hopefully you did not give up donuts for Lent. But even so, I mean, Sunday is a day where you can relax your penance a little bit, if not completely, depending on your penance. And so come to Donut Sunday. It'll be after the 8 o'clock and the 10 o'clock masses. It'll be good to be back together in community. We have donuts again. Yay, huzzah. It's signs of things coming back to normal. And then also youth group, it's a breakfasty kind of Sunday. Youth group will meet this Sunday. It's not poems and prayers and promises, but it's pancakes, prayers, and the Pope, I think. Here it is. Here's more information. Happy to have Becca Gregory on board giving us good direction here with our youth groups. That's for a high school youth group. Please come and participate in that. We hired a new staff member. I should have taken a little video of, maybe I'll put him on for next week, but I didn't. So maybe next week I'll take a little video of him introducing himself. His name is Ryan DeCaney, and he is our new help for Brad for maintenance and custodial things around the church. We have been really in need of that position for some time. Brad's been running around. Brad Roeder has been running around like crazy. He's been doing a great job, but this will really allow us to do many more things as a parish. Brad Roeder's purpose is not just to do custodial, but to also do a lot of the arranging with contracts and making phone calls and other things that he needs to be doing, and more than just maintenance, but also some vision stuff and getting things done that we've just kept on putting on the back burner because he's been so busy with the other things. But now that we've got an extra help, an extra hand, which we always used to have at Good Shepherd, but when budget things were really, really tight, we were looking at ways that we could save money, and we're still trying to be cautious with that, but we do really need another person. We're happy to have Ryan on board. Hopefully I can get a little video to put in for next week. And Lollapalooza is back in black, back in person. I'm told this has less to do with AC/DC and more to do with we're encouraged to wear black. Well, good for me, because that's what I'll be wearing anyway. But back to formal, back to being together, back to Lollapalooza as it used to be. And I'm so excited to be back in the gym, back in person, the way Lollapalooza is really meant to be. So more information is there after all the masses this weekend. You might see the display there in the narthex. They've done a spectacular job, and it's going to be a great event. So that is April, I think it's the 22nd, whatever that Friday is. I think it's April 22nd is the Lollapalooza. And then a reminder that we have extended our adoration hours for Thursday. We didn't get any takers for Friday, I don't think. So we're not going to do that unless we get a whole swell of people saying, hey, let's do this. But we have extended from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. on Thursdays. Feel free to come at any hour. I think most of the hours, if not all the hours, are covered. I took 7 a.m. myself. I usually do that at the rectory, but hey, I'll come over here for the church. So that's good. So, come spend some time in prayer with our Lord, with our Eucharistic Lord. So lots of things are happening this Lenten time. It's good to be together in community, and let's all grow as a parish during this Lenten time. Until next week, we'll see you next time.